Hello everyone, I'm Mary from missiontosave.com, and I just wanted to do a quick video with you about one of the savings tips that I often share with my readers. And that is to buy in bulk when you find a great price. And that not only goes for grocery items, general grocery items, but meat purchases as well. So if you can find a really low price on ground beef, stock up on it. But you might be saying, what am I gonna do with all of that meat? So let me show you what I do when I buy ground beef in bulk. It not only helps me save money, but it also helps me save time on my meal prep as well. So I have about 7 pounds of ground beef here to show you what I do with it. And the first thing is I cook my ground beef in a crock pot. All right, so all day long, it's simmering in the crock pot. I will check it every once in a while and just use a spatula to crumble it up as we go. And also as it's cooking, you're going to start seeing some of that fat rise as well. So I just use a turkey baster and suck out that fat, put it into a tin can to throw away for later. So by the end of the day, you've got your ground beef already browned and ready to go for meals. And that's when I get these Ziploc containers and I will freeze the meat into meal-sized portions. So for about 4.5 to 5 pounds of ground beef for my family, that's 3 containers. That's about 3 meals worth. We like to go a little heavy on our meat in our recipes, but you could just do 1 pound containers as well. I personally like to freeze my ground beef without any seasoning added. Sometimes people like to maybe just do taco seasoning already added. I like to do it without any seasoning. That way I can pull this out and use it in any recipe I want. So if I want to make tacos, I can, or if I want to make spaghetti sauce, I can just throw those in as I'm doing the meal prep. So this saves money because you're getting that great ground beef price, and it also saves time when you're doing that weekday meal prep. Another thing I do in the summertime especially with that meat is make hamburger patties. So I just put enough hamburger patties for a meal for my family in a bag and freeze those. You can pull those out and thaw them and they're ready to go on the grill, and that's a great way to use that great meat price as well. And lastly, what I like to do with the ground beef is make meatballs. And so I have a great recipe on missiontosave.com, very basic Italian meatball recipe. And it also uses my homemade breadcrumbs. So you want to check that out. I will roll the meatballs, and put them in a bag. Again, a meal-sized portion, so about 12 to 15 meatballs for my family, and freeze those bags. Again, pull them out, thaw them. I bake the meatballs and then put them into the recipe. So this is how I like to prep ground beef when I find a great low price. It's great for meal prep as well as for my budget. So I will leave a link to how I cook my ground beef in a crock pot and also the meatballs recipe. If you have any tips on what to do with bulk meat that you have purchased, I'd like to hear those as well. Leave them in the comments below. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and happy savings.